It's Week 18 of the 2023 season. Coming up, we'll see Allen Robinson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Prescott. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. Touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third and 2, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On play action, Prescott. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Denzel Perryman with a sack. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under pressure, they got him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Prescott. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A gain of 12. 1st down for Dallas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to work his way down to the 16. From the 16, Tannehill. This is caught by Robinson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tannehill now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Man open is Robinson. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Prescott now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He's got Turner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Delay of game.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still second down.
Again, Tannehill. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. He hit his first, this one from 38. McPherson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
17 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's got him in, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flush, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tannehill on 1st down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's Tannehill. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1st down, Cowboys.
They give it to Williams, running right. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Prescott. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them to kind of pick themselves up from that one.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Getting this into the hands of Turner. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8.
Here's Tannehill. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Adam Thielen. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Turner. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He he's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Tannehill.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got it to Williams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47. Here's Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Man open, here is Crowder.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Tannehill throwing again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Caught by Turner.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. This one caught by Crowder.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
Out route here, and he finds Turner.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get into the end zone here, although there is a flag down, but this could very well be a hold anyway. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Cowboys,
they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
Meanwhile, for Washington, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.